guys, this is Raven from Pressing the Panic Button, and today is the first of 4 mental health awareness videos that I will be doing for the whole month of May. I am aware that May 2nd through 8th is Depression and Anxiety Awareness Week, but since Depression and Anxiety Awareness Month is in October, I'm going to be shooting videos then. So today we have the first of the 4 videos for this month, and before we get started, guys, if you have people with anxiety, if you have parents, bring them in. I'll wait. Just bring your parents in. Are they there? Yeah? Alright, well, let's get started because this video is for your parents. Dear parents, or guardians, or grandparents, or whoever is the loved one taking care of an anxiety sufferer. Hi, I am another anxiety sufferer. You don't know me, and I don't know you, but I do understand the condition that your child or loved one is going through. Now, as a parent, it is difficult dealing with anyone with mental illness because it's hard to understand what's going through their heads and why they're acting the way they do, and you want to be like, oh, just calm down, don't worry about it, just pray it away, it'll be fine. But it's not how it works. So today I'm just wanting to go across 3 topics with you. The first is what anxiety is. The second is what symptoms are like to the people that you take care of. And the third is what you could do to help as a parent or a loved one. We'll just call all of you parents, just everybody in the guardian, grandparent, whatever, nutshell. So number 1 is, what is anxiety? Just what is it? We've always heard that anxiety is worrying about a lot of stuff, but I don't think we know exactly what it is. So anxiety is actually an imbalance of serotonin in the brain. You know, this wonderful organ here that keeps us alive and makes us who we are. There's a serotonin imbalance. So as defined by Mayo Clinic, anxiety is a mental health disorder characterized by feelings of worry, anxiety, or fear that are strong enough to interact with one's daily activities. So, pretty much, you do worry about a lot of things, but depending on the type of anxiety is what you worry about. There are several kinds. There is generalized anxiety disorder, which is the most common out of all the anxiety disorders, where you worry a lot about irrational things. Now remember, it's not our choice to worry about it. If we had the choice, we would not be worrying about it. Another one is panic disorder, which causes a lot of panic attacks. There is social anxiety, which causes a lot of worry, self-consciousness when you're in social situations. Say if your kid goes to a party, or if like you're having family over or something like that. There's also different kinds of phobias, like agoraphobia, I think there's germophobia? Yeah. And OCD is also considered an anxiety disorder. Now, the cause of anxiety is still kind of iffy to doctors and medical professionals, but here's what they do know about it. Number 1, it is caused by a serotonin imbalance in the brain. Now, serotonin is a very important neurotransmitter. Yeah, I'm using a whole bunch of big science words, so parents, I hope you understand what it means. But if you don't know what a neurotransmitter is, it's a chemical in your brain that alters things. Like there's ones to make you happy, there's ones to make you sad, there's ones to pump you up and relax you. So basically, well, in a way, they're like hormones, but they're not at the same time. So serotonin is what's called an inhibitory transmitter, which means that it is meant to inhibit, to bring back down and calm. So it can make you sad. The problem with serotonin, though, is if there's too much of it, or if there's just a weird imbalance going on, it can cause some really serious issues. Depression and anxiety are the top conditions that are caused by the imbalance of serotonin. So more likely it is because it is way too high of a level. And there can also be CT scans so that to prove it. Because some people are like, oh yeah, there's no proof for it. Look online. And also look at what doctors say. They also say that it's caused by the limbic system and the basal ganglia in your brain. So, downside is scientists don't exactly know what the limbic system is. They just know it exists and it helps for emotion in your brain. So yeah, there's defining what anxiety is and the fact that it does exist. It is a mental condition. And mental conditions are just as serious as physical conditions. Like, think about it. Alzheimer's disease. It is a detrimental physical condition that causes a lot of mental problems. But yet, we see an issue, we see a mental problem that causes a lot of physical issues, and we don't see it as a big deal. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Not really. So the next thing we're going to is the symptoms that your loved one may be experiencing. And sorry for the light going in and out, in and out. I am standing literally in front of a window. So the symptoms that your loved one may be experiencing. Let's start with the physical symptoms first. I'll go with what they are and why. Why do we have it? So the number one physical symptom is usually an accelerated heart rate. So heart goes beating really, really, really fast. So why does this happen? It happens because our flight or flight response is in overdrive. Because anxiety, though it's bad, it also can be good for us. Because biologically, anxiety is used to help us survive. It helps us to figure out where danger is and what to do about it. Too much anxiety is bad, though, as we already know. So the physical symptoms that you often would feel, like a racing heart rate, accelerated breathing, tense muscles, that's all because your body's in fight or flight mode. You're getting a bunch of blood flowing going into your back and your shoulders, getting ready to fight off anything. Your heart rate's going up because to get ready to fight or to run away. So having those symptoms can be really terrifying when you're not in a serious situation. Just think about it. So, all right, parents, close your eyes. Close them. Are they closed? Okay. So imagine that you are in a life or death situation. So let's see, not to go into anything recent, let's pretend we're cavemen. This will make it a little easier on people. And let's say that you are having to protect your life from a saber-toothed tiger that wants to eat you. So, your muscles are going to get all tense because you're ready to fight off this tiger or run off the other way. Your heart rate's up, your breathing is up, digestion has shut off to make sure that you can survive. And even your bladder and your intestines, which sounds gross, but they could relieve themselves because you will feel like you weigh less so you can run away. So you can just imagine that feeling of you're so tense, you're just ready to fight or run away, whichever. Now, can you sense, just as you're imagining it, you can feel your shoulders start to tense up. You can feel your heart rate starting to go up. And you're breathing and you're thinking, oh my gosh, we need to start fighting, we need to start running. Now open your eyes, parents. The feelings you have here, now imagine them now. You have those feelings right now, but you're just talking to me. All you're doing is watching a video of a young adult with anxiety. But since your brain is still revved up over the saber-tooth attack, your muscles are going to be tense, your heart's going to be racing, and ta-da, that's anxiety for you. Your brain, it's weird because you yourself know, hey, I'm in a calm and safe situation. But your brain is kicked into overdrive thinking, holy crap, we're in a bad situation. We got to get ready to go. So if your child or loved one is saying that they have these symptoms, don't just blow it off as, oh, it's just stress or you'll be fine, you'll get over it. With anxiety, it is hard to get over because your brain is constantly telling you there's something wrong, there's danger. But there's not, and that's really confusing for your brain and for your body. Let's see. So I've also said the muscle tension, the accelerated breathing, digestion is a big problem where you could have loss of appetite, you could have vomiting, diarrhea, yes, really gross things, guys. But that's also because of evolution, that is designed to keep us to allow us to run or fight or whatever. Because, fun fact, when your body's in stress mode, whenever it's in danger, it doesn't want to eat. If you start eating, your body thinks, okay, we are safe now. It is okay to eat. So there's that. I think that's all I can think of for physical. Now the mental symptoms are ridiculous. So hold on for the ride, guys. We're doing great. So the number one symptom is worrying. Worry, 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 worry. It can also be seen as overthinking, which overthinking is the worst thing ever. So, let's see. Parents, close your eyes again. We're going to imagine something else. Imagine that you have just talked with your best friend about, let's say about you went to a store and you bought a red shirt. Yeah? So after you finish talking with your friend, normally people just be like, oh, okay, whatever. No big deal. Now, to imagine what it's like with anxiety. So you have finished talking with your friend about buying that red shirt. Your friend's gone off. Your brain is now thinking, did we say it right? Was this the right friend that we went with? Was it actually a red shirt? Are you sure you didn't get the wrong shirt? Basically, anything that could possibly go wrong is what your brain will think. It's like your brain's on constant Murphy's Law. If you don't know what that is, it's whatever will go wrong, will go wrong. And that's what your brain is stuck on. A loop of analyzing every single thing you said in a conversation. And it is really annoying. So, yeah. The overthinking is huge. So, telling your loved one to stop thinking things is the same as going up to Niagara Falls and be like, can you stop now? You can stop flowing now. Any day now. Ridiculous, huh? You can't make a waterfall stop. With someone with anxiety, you can't make those thoughts stop. And the overthinking can be really hard on people because they waste so much mental energy thinking about just stupid things that they are constantly tired. And you may think, oh, they're just being lazy or, whatever. But mental energy could pull, your mental energy being pulled takes so much more strength out of you than physical energy. You could be physically awake, but mentally tired. And let me tell you, that is an extremely frustrating thing. Okay, I gotta stay awake. I gotta do this stuff. But because you're so mentally drained, you have to sleep. It is ridiculous. And then, of course, the overthinking affects your sleep. Because, as scientists have proven, when you go to sleep is when your brain decides to kick up with, let's think of everything. Because there's a whole lot less distractions for your brain to have to deal with when you're sleeping. So with people with anxiety, it's a nightmare. Because your brain's like, okay, now that the day is done and you are going to sleep, let's think about everything we did wrong today. You went to the pharmacy too early. You shouldn't have gone then. You should have ordered a sandwich instead of a pizza. Let's see. Oh, and don't forget about that thing you said to your best friend 20 years ago. Or 5 years ago, or even what you did 5 minutes ago. Just remember that you suck at everything. That is just some of what your brain's gonna think. And unfortunately, anxiety and depression actually go hand in hand. There's things that both of them do. Another mental symptom with anxiety that's usually seen with depression is low self-confidence. Anxiety is going to tell your loved one that they suck, that everything they do is wrong, and that they're worthless and stupid. They can be told that they are fine, they are worth everything, that they are the most smart people you can ever meet in your life. They can be told that over and over and over again. But this organ up here won't let them think that. And that's just how anxiety is. It's frustrating to the sufferer, but of course also frustrating to you guys. because you're having to take care of somebody whose brain is attacking them every single day. And you want to know so badly, how can I help my child? How can I help them to at least ease some of their worry or their panic? Be like, it's okay. And them actually believe me. Now, as we get to the final step of our video, is how you can help. Number one, try to be as understanding as you can. Try to be open-minded. Because, I don't know about you guys, but my own parents are not that open-minded sometimes. My mother literally thinks you could pray anxiety away. My dad, I haven't told him anything. But just remember that if your child is suffering with anxiety, it's not their fault. They can't help what their brain is doing. And you could think, oh, well, my child was doing so well and was doing fine a few years ago, now he has anxiety, or she. Scientists have proven that mental illness can come like that. Everybody actually has, like, you know what genes are in your body. They control things like your hair color, how much you're going to weigh, all this crap. You actually have genes in your DNA encoded for certain mental disorders, and they can be set off at any moment. So, for example, you could have a family that is clear of mental illness history, but in your DNA, you could get schizophrenia at any moment. I mean, that's a horrible thing to think. Like, you try to control everything in life, but you can't control your own DNA. And knowing that a mental illness could pop up at any time is crazy. So, it's not like anxiety sufferers have suddenly got anxiety overnight. I mean, it could have been triggered from stress, could have been triggered by DNA, you never know. So just try to be very understanding and try to be open-minded that, you know, this isn't the child's fault. They can't help that either their DNA screwed up somewhere or just something happened. And then number two, remind them that they are loved, that you love them, and that they are not worthless. Because anxiety will constantly tell us that we are not worthy of love, we are not worthy of affection or companionship. So, and of course, we want to do everything to please everybody, especially our parents. So just remind your child, hey, you're doing great. I love you. Thank you for doing that. Because even if their brain won't let them think that later on, for that little moment, they're going to feel so much better. They're going to feel like, oh, I am loved because my parents say so. And later, that could be used as a fight against anxiety. Like your anxiety saying, oh, you suck. And then you're like, no, because my mom says I am awesome and you suck, anxiety. So, And I guess the last thing you could do to help is if they need help, let them. If they believe they need to be on meds or need to go to therapy or even get a psychiatric service dog, try to help them. Talk to them, understand why they're wanting to do this, why they think it's a good idea to be on meds, to be in therapy, to get a service dog. Talk about it, see what you guys think, and go from there. For example, my mom knows I have been to therapy. I am currently medicated, and it helps me a lot. And I'm in the process of getting a psychiatric service dog. I hope that that helps you guys. Parents, I hope that I've made any sort of sense for you to help with your child and to have a little bit better understanding about what the anxiety disorder is. So remember, parents, that hopefully this has helped you to have a better understanding of what your child is going through. And children of parents. Like, I'm not saying all of you are children, but you know what I mean. Maybe this can also help be a topic starter for you guys to talk to your parents about your anxiety. I hope this video was able to help you guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, rain, shine, whatever the day has for you. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this with your friends through any social media. Any of your friends that you feel like would benefit from this video, go ahead and just share this video. Because we want to make sure we spread the message throughout the world, if we can, about that we can't help what anxiety does to us. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!